conclusion of the user experience topic related to HTML and CSS, we are now going to talk about color combinations. Let's start introducing the so-called 60-30-10 rule, which is the use of colors following proportions this way: 60%, 30%, 10%. This is actually a technique linked to the interior design realm, but can surely help any web developer choose a correct color palette, that is, a correct color combination, so that the user may perfectly identify the main color, the secondary color, and the accent color employed for text or other elements. What we have just seen may be considered a very good starting point for the choice of the correct color palette. Obviously, this is a general rule which can be fine in some situations, but by itself, this might result in not really visually appealing combinations to the user. These three proportions can be also due to the choice of colors taken from natural landscapes, which are the major inspiration for any designer. In the following images, we highlighted a series of types of palettes with colors extracted from the same, made by 4 or 3 different hues. The aim is simply an indication. No need to say that when we have to deal with palettes having 4 elements, relying on the 60-30-10 rule is surely possible, and using a downgraded color tone rather than those suggested. The first combination I'd like to talk about is the monochromatic combination, that is, with a single coloring made up of different hues of one main color. As you can see, the reference used for this image is nature, and also for the following combinations, we are going to stick to this kind of inspiration. This is the easiest palette at all for combinations among those you can create. It is definitely unlikely to risk a bad combination using just one single color, but be careful not to create something which might result scrambled up or dull. In addition to the monochromatic combination and strictly linked to it, there's the analogous combination, which does not display one single color, but a color as a base plus others, which we come across around our color wheel as placed immediately beside it. We will never find a real clash in the colorings when using this combination. Therefore, we have very little risk for the contents to get overlooked, and we will not cause any sight trouble. Third case, we've got the complementary combination, therefore a palette composed of colors which sit opposite of each other on the color circle. This type of palette is recommended when you want to use different hues or different shades of two opposite colors, so to generate harmony, causing no eye strain and therefore resulting pleasant to look at. Having to deal with two base colors, I advise you to use a palette made up of an even numbers of colorings. Therefore, if you had to deal with, for example, like in the image, sky blue and yellow, my suggestion is adding at least 2 more colors as a total, one related to blue and another one related to yellow. To come to the end of this lesson and of all the insight about the user experience, let's describe the triadic combination, which is a 3-color scheme with color placed as equally spaced around the wheel color. The most classical of these combinations is red, yellow, and blue. The use of this palette needs a great attention from the designer. It is necessary to perform quite a number of experiments to make the three tones, despite opposed among them, live in harmony within a web page. More than ever before, you surely want to refresh the contents of the previous lesson, because the sensations which different colors transmit can help a lot in the choice of this triadic combination.